Hi, this is Mrs. Patterson. I'm sitting at home with my dog Lola, who just went for a really long walk, and as you can see, she's passed out. I'm going to read a book today by Jeff Kinney, and it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid called Dog Days. Thought you might enjoy this with Lola sitting here beside me. Dad was gone for a long time, and I was starting to think maybe he was going to just take the rest of the day for himself. But he showed up an hour later carrying a big cardboard box. Dad put the box on the floor, and believe it or not, there was a dog in there. Mom didn't seem too thrilled that Dad went out and bought a dog without checking with her first. I don't think Dad has ever bought a pair of pants for himself without getting Mom's okay beforehand. But I think she could see that Dad was happy, so she let him keep it. At dinner, Mom said we should come up with a name for the dog. I wanted to name it something cool like Shredder or Ripjaw, but Mom said my ideas were too violent. Manny's ideas were a whole lot worse, though. He wanted to name the dog an animal name like elephant or zebra and call it Zeb for short. Roderick liked the animal name idea, and he said we should call the dog Turtle. Turd for short, Roderick said. Mom said we should call the dog Sweetheart. I thought that was a really terrible idea because the dog is a boy, not a girl. But before any of us could fight it, Dad agreed with Mom's idea. Sweetie for short. I think Dad was willing to go with anything Mom came up with if it meant he didn't have to take the dog back. But something tells me Uncle Joe would not approve of our dog's name. Dad told Roderick he should go to the mall to buy a bowl and get the dog's name printed on it. And here's what Roderick came back with. I guess that's what you get when you send the worst speller in the family off to do your errands. And here's his dog bowl that says Sweaty instead of Sweetie. Wednesday. I was really happy when we got our dog at first, but now I'm starting to have second thoughts. The dog's actually been driving me crazy. A few nights ago, a commercial came on TV, and it showed some gophers popping in and out of their holes. Sweetie seemed pretty interested in that, so Dad said, "Where are they? Where are the gophers, Sweetie? Where are they, boy?" That got Sweetie all riled up, and he started barking at the TV. Now Sweetie barks at the TV constantly, and the only thing that gets him to stop is when that commercial with the gophers comes back on. But really, what really bugs me about the dog is that he likes to sleep in my bed, and I'm afraid he'll bite my hand off if I try to move him. And he doesn't just sleep in my bed, he sleeps right smack in the middle. Dad comes in my room at 7 o'clock every morning to take Sweetie out. But I guess me and the dog have something in common because he doesn't like getting out of bed in the morning either. So Dad turns the lights on and off to try to make the dog wake up. "Come on, Sweetie, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up." And here's the Dad flicking the lights on and off, trying to get Sweetie to get up. Yesterday, Dad couldn't get Sweetie to go outside, so he tried something new. He went to the front of the house and rang the doorbell, which made the dog shoot out of bed like a rocket. The only problem was to use my face as the launching pad. It must have been raining outside this morning because when Sweetie came back in, he was shivering and soaking wet. Then he tried to get under the covers with me to get warm. Luckily, the muddy hand has given me a lot of practice with this sort of thing, so I was able to get him out. Thursday. This morning, Dad wasn't able to get the dog out of my bed no matter what he tried. So he went to work, and about an hour later, Sweetie woke me up to take him outside. I wrapped myself in my blanket and then let the dog out the front door and waited for him to do his business. But Sweetie decided to make a run for it, and I had to chase after him. He was chasing after him in his underwear, it looks like, unfortunately. You know, I was actually having a pretty decent summer until Sweetie came along. He's ruining two things that are the most important to me: television and sleep. So that was just a little bit of the Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. My boys love these books, so that's why I have them here at home. I made a lot of connections when I was reading this book. First of all, when the dog that we had before Lola, my family, we had a really hard time naming him, just like in the book when they couldn't decide on Sweetie's name. And the other thing that I connected with is in the book, Sweetie gets all excited when she hears about the gophers, and Lola has a word that kind of drives her crazy too, DEER, and hopefully she will demonstrate for you now before I leave. But I do want you to keep reading. If you do not have many books at home, you can go to Epic, and you can also on the Hampton City Alternative Lesson Plans. They have some sites that you can go to, like National Geographic Kids, and there's a book fit that you can go to. So please keep reading. And now I'm going to see if Lola will show you what happens when I say the word deer. Deer. Lola, deer. There she goes. Bye.